Coming up, we're going to talk about Open Carry Texas, the organization pushing for a change in Waller County. Take a look.
It's crystal clear, and they're supposed to follow it, and they're not.
They're supporting that open carry law and Texas carry leader Terry Holcomb. He was sued by the Waller County District Attorney after Holcomb served notice to the county saying they're violating Texas open carry law by not allowing firearms in the courthouse.
You would not expect to be sued by your own government for exercising your First Amendment right.
Those who support open carry say the Texas Attorney General has made it clear they have every right to walk into this building with their guns as long as it's not an actual courtroom. Assistant District Attorney Sean Whitmore says their information on the law is wrong. He says in 2003, the Texas legislature in this law said firearms are not allowed on the premises where a court is located.
Where those buildings actually have a court inside, those are prohibited from being allowed to carry any kind of firearm, whether it's a concealed handgun or a long gun. No one except for judges, prosecutors, law enforcement officers, and people with written authorization of the court.
Now, welcome back to the Isaiah Factor Uncensored. Joining us now is David Ahmed, also Sean Whitmore, Assistant District Attorney in Waller County. David, you're with Open Carry Texas right here in Houston. Now, according to Sean Whitmore and his office, you guys don't have a right to carry a weapon inside of the Waller County Courthouse. So why do you persist?
Well, because the law and the opinion of the Attorney General says otherwise. That's why. It's a very simple thing. The law is crystal clear, and the Attorney General has said right here. And if you'd like, I'll be glad to read it. But the end result is, consequently, the Office of the Attorney General has determined that the signs posted outside the entrances to the courthouse are in violation of the government code.
Now, Sean Whitmore from the Waller County District Attorney's Office, Assistant District Attorney. Is the Attorney General correct with that notice that he sent to you guys in Waller County?
No, Isaiah, he's not correct. The plain language of 4603 says that a building, the premises, which a building or portion of a building where there's a government court, it's prohibited for anyone to carry a firearm in there. Ultimately, the Attorney General's opinion, just like in his violation letter, it's all meaningless because he's not using the legislative history that we've had regarding this law since it was changed in 2003, which has been very, very clear that it was meant to uncover the entire courthouse, not just courtrooms. It couldn't be more clear. He's right on that. But the problem is, where it's not clear, it's just the Attorney General's opinion. Because it's meaningless, fundamentally, he misreasons the law. Do you think he's intentionally misreading the law? Because he has a staff of attorneys there. And I read the law that you pointed out, and it makes sense to me. No carry on court premises where a court is located, the entire building. Do you think he is pandering to this group and he's intentionally reading what he wants to? I hope not, but there's always that danger. Every time you have public office.
Is that the crux of the whole argument here is the premises thing? You're using the definition of premises as the building, the whole building? Is that where this is coming from?
That's the law.
I understand that's the definition of a premises.
But?
It is crystal clear, sir. It's crystal clear. 4603 of the Penal Code. It's right there in black and white. Now, I realize that lawyers like to take things and twist them up and play with them on the tips of their fingers all the time, but at the end of the day,
sir,
it's a real simple concept.
But you did interrupt my answer.
Okay.
But
Let him finish, David.
Finish your answer.
4603 premises does mean the entire building. And the reason we know that is because when the legislature passed the law that changed that portion of the statute, that changed the definition of what a government court is and where you are allowed to carry and when you're not, where they inserted the word premises, the legislature said the reason that we're doing this, if you go back and read the testimony, is that they wanted to keep guns out of the entire courthouse. The Attorney General just said, we don't care about that. We're just going to go with what we think the law is. The problem is, he is a non-binding opinion. His weight of
David,
it has no weight of law.
We have a minute left.
Okay.
You're talking to an attorney who's read the law, researched the law. He knows about open carry. He's an open carry person. You have a gun, right?
I open carry every day.
Yeah. So tell me.
Glad to hear that.
Why not believe what he's saying?
Because he's wrong. Look, it's very simple. We have this thing. This thing is called the law. I have to follow it, you have to follow it, and the government has to follow it. It's a very simple matter of Waller County just wants to do what Waller County wants to do. The law says otherwise. Well, you can say it's untrue all you want to. Grass is green, water is wet, and the law says what it says.
5 seconds.
Fundamentally, we're not wrong. The Attorney General is. He's misreading the law, and his opinions have no weight of law. Only
Have fun
court
with that
can say what the
$10,000
law is.
Ongoing
fine.
debate. We'll be back with more Isaiah Factor Uncensored, and as we told you, we will be giving you some music, live music from Kylan performing here at Boudreaux's on 610.